What's up? Good morning. Welcome to the Casual Podcast with your boy Brian, the Casual Brian. Keeping it casual every day, all day. Podcast is brought to you by the Casual Brand clothing and pages. Anything you need to stay casual, we got it. We're coming to you live from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And as I've said, if we had a guest on, we would put the actual audio on the podcast so you can check this one out on Spotify. We are very, very excited. We, as in me, because I am British now. I am very, very excited to have a good friend of mine, somebody that inspires me. The grind, the hustle is amazing. Ashley Collins, the Aunt of Dragons, who is the host of the Breakup Diaries. Ashley, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, B. Is that
It,
do you like when people call you B, or is that annoying?
I prefer B over Girly or Jerry B. Girly. So I've gotten B before. I'm down with it. I'm here for it. Yeah, just no girly. I'm
Okay.
you know.
I feel you. I feel you.
Some people call me casual, which I actually like.
I like
Casual
that.
is kind of cool. Yeah, it's a vibe. Casual. It's I'm hoping that it like takes off. That's actually why in fact I got the idea to do the casual Brian. So, yeah. It's not as cool as the End of Dragons, but it's something. How tell me. I mean, I know the where you got it from, but like where'd you get the idea for the name The End of Dragons?
So I'm a massive Game of Thrones fan, and I don't know why I got an Instagram. I think that was just something to do. I know I got a Facebook in college because like that's how you connect with all your friends. And then when I graduated from college, everyone was getting on Instagram, and I wanted to stay connected to them.
Yeah.
And I really like I wanted to be called the Mother of Dragons, and it was already taken. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just be the aunt. So it was
Uh
totally unintentional. It was so unintentional. It was so lazy. I wish I could say something like, oh, I saw a dragonfly in front of me, and I was like, I am your auntie. Like, I wish I had a cool story, but I don't.
all stories are cool stories. Which so okay, hot take. End of Game of Thrones. Yes or
I
no?
didn't see it. I know, but I know everyone hates it. I know, and that's why I don't want to see it because I'm like, I'd rather like live in the La La Land, or I want to finish the book
Uh
first, and then I'll watch, and then I'll be disappointed.
you know that's actually a smart take because I am one of those people who hated the ending. And there's been several shows like Lost. If I could go back in time, I would not watch the end of Lost, and it would have been a great series. But the ending was so bad; it literally took it from being, let's say, like a 9, all the way down to a 7.5. You
Wow.
know? Yeah.
I hear that about Lost though, but but do you think that's just American TV shows in general? They don't really know how to end things.
But I don't think that they write the whole story out. Like if you, I don't know if you're into
Okay.
anime, but I feel like in anime they have the whole story planned. But even in anime, they still suffer. I think the issue in here is that they come up with an idea, and then you only get one season for sure. And then
Mm-hmm.
when it becomes successful, okay, now I got to build it out.
Yeah,
And Americans are not good at landing the plane, man. I don't.
they don't.
I can't think of any series where I saw the end and I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. Maybe Breaking Bad.
Even then, like I still worry a lot about Skylar. I'm like, is Skylar okay? Like, just
Mm,
guarantee me that screw Jesse. Is Skylar and the family okay? You know, I
yeah,
think about that a lot.
yeah. I mean, but ending something is tough, man. I mean, I feel like coming up with an idea for like a story, a world is
Mm-hmm.
easier, easier,
Mm-hmm.
and then just figuring it out. I knew Lost wasn't going to be able to finish good. Like when they got to like I don't know how many seasons were there, like 10.
A million, yeah.
If there was 10 seasons, season 7 or 8, I was like, oh no, no, no. This train is out of control. This is not gonna land pretty.
Like The Walking Dead right now. This is the
Oh,
final season now, right?
I don't watch The Walking Dead.
What?
You might not know this about me, but I'm incredibly scary. I am
No,
like,
really?
no. I am not watching anything horror. Too much
What?
suspense. I got a weak heart too. I was watching American Horror Story, I think is what the name of it was.
Hmm.
And my heart was literally beating so hard that I had to leave the theater and walk and go into the bathroom, put cold water on my face. No,
You're
I'm
so.
not. No, thank you. I can't I can't do
You
share.
grapple guys twice your size, but a movie or a TV show. That's so
It's
funny.
it's it's I get scared. I my mind is too like I'm a hypochondriac. I can't watch
Mhm.
things. It's not even just like watching scary things. I can't watch people bomb on stage. Literally, like if I'm
Oh
watching
my
like,
God, that's the worst.
isn't it? Because
Oh my God.
I I put myself up there and I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. They must be feeling awful right now. And everyone's laughing and it's just going on and it seems like time slows down. No. So yeah, I gotta be very
And then
careful with what I
I
watch.
feel like I like as an audience member, I'm like, what can I do to help you on stage? Should I laugh harder, or like, do you need me to like trip, and then you can make fun of me?
Right.
Like,
Right. You're like
God.
sitting in the audience, like trying to like will them to be better. Like, you got
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Keep
yeah,
going.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like no, it's I leave. I normally leave. I take a bathroom break. So you talk about jujitsu. Are you still doing it?
No, I'm broken still.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no. That's unfortunate. That's that's the tough part about jujitsu, man. It's like training with injuries and getting injuries. You didn't get it at jujitsu though, right?
No, ironically, I got it just walking.
How
Yeah.
like a misstep or
Well, I broke my shoulder because
oh
I stepped into a like a there's a hole in the ground, and then I twisted my ankle walking because there's a hole in the ground, and then this recently happened because I fell in the shower because I'm obviously 80 years old.
I'm not laughing at your injury. I'm
No, no,
laughing
I
with you.
know,
I'm about your injury.
no,
She's like, this guy, what a jerk.
no,
Went on Brian's podcast and he laughed at my injuries.
no.
Never doing that again. No, that's awful. I mean, I feel like as an old man, I just get injuries. They just appear. Nothing
Oh, no.
happens. Nothing happens to my body. I just wake up and then like my show. I mean, now I do jujitsu like 4 days a week. But still, you would think that you would notice, oh, I think this hand might be messed up or this finger might be broken.
So
But
can I ask you an awkward question?
absolutely.
So I know like men that are over 30 and they have gray hairs. You don't have any grays.
Um, I have three, I believe.
Three? Okay, you counted. Okay.
I have I have one in my beard, and I believe I have like two in my on my head somewhere. I don't know. They appear and then they disappear
So
and
you
then
don't
they
dye your
appear.
hair at all.
No, man, no. I'm no. I'm not dying. I'm going silver fox all day. You know what I mean? I don't know if black guys can be, can we be silver foxes? Is that
Yeah.
something for our people or is it no? It's reserved for other people. I've never heard
I,
a black person referred to as a silver fox.
I say I'm excited to go gray. Like my aunts will still dye their hair brown, and I'm like, girl, I can see your grays. Just embrace it. Like, or either that or tell your hairstyles to do a better job.
See,
Like,
I I'm not afraid of gray. I think gray is dope.
yeah.
What I am afraid of. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna exist in the awkward space. It's like this thing right here that happens to guys. I'm like, oh no. I thought that was happening to me. I I had to like reflect. I was like, oh, okay, we're here.
We're
Yeah,
here.
I thought I had more time. I I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And luckily, it just was like some hats that I was wearing, and I had to take those out of the repertoire. But
Can you tell
you
guys that, please?
to what to take the hats off or what?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I feel like like I don't know. I feel like
I
guys
feel like
have
if
weird
you're
heads.
over 40 and you're still wearing like the basketball hats, like let's quit it. Let's quit it. Like,
No. Come on. 40, 40. Give him 45.
No.
That's a that's an important tool in the arsenal of men. You know, a good basketball hat. You know what I mean? No. What about
No.
men? What about men buns? We here for that? Men,
Men what?
men buns like the when they put their
Oh,
hair. No.
Lord. I say this all the time. If I want to date a girl, I'll just date a girl. You know? You know?
Okay, so not a fan of man buns. Jeez, I used to rock the man bun, but it
Really?
wasn't it wasn't a man bun then. It was I because I used to have locks and you put them up, man.
What?
It's like kind of like a flex. Like, hey, look, you know, got
I
the
didn't know
locks
that.
glistening. Yeah, I've had locks twice. The first time I cut my locks off was when I was in the gym, and a really big gentleman walked up to me. And he's like, "Yo, brother, I like your hair." I was like, "All right, I appreciate that." And he said, "Well, I'd like to touch them." I was like, "No," and he still did. And I said, "All right, well, these locks are getting out of control, so I, I cut it."
That goes without reason. What?
Yeah, oh
People are
yeah,
so weird.
it
I
is
get
weird.
people all the time that are like, "Can I just touch your hair?" And I'm like, "That's
No,
I." I've been using the COVID excuse lately, even though I don't wear a mask. I'm like, "Oh well, with how COVID's set up, you can't touch my hair." But
yeah,
like, why would you even ask that? That's so strange.
I don't know why people want to touch our hair. Like it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've learned that's called a microaggression.
Oh really?
Yes, yes, it's a microaggression. I think it is. As I'm saying it, I'm becoming less confident that it
Oh
is.
no.
But
I
I
think it's
thought it
just
was.
curiosity. I mean, I don't know. Like, I remember being a kid and like when you're sitting around during story time, be like with your white girlfriend. Oh, can I braid your hair? And like you braid their hair. So like, but like as an adult, it's like so you've never dated a black person before and ran your hands through their hair. Like
Yeah.
it's not that exciting. It's not that thrilling. You know, like especially for me, like even with someone I'm dating, you're not allowed to touch my hair, even if we're dating. You
What?
know? Yeah, no,
Wow. That's a
no,
really.
no, a
That's
1,000% no,
one of the
no.
best things. Like, oh, I'm tired. Touch. No. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. All you gentlemen out there, no, that's good. It's part of the deal. She's making it clear. No, absolutely no touching. Wait. Okay. In the first year, you mean, right? Or the first 6 months, or
Period. Period.
period. Oh
No.
my. Now that's something.
Like
That's
I've
a
used it as like a tactic. Like if we have a fight and I'm like, do you want to come in the shower and wash my hair for me? He's like, yes, I do. And I'm like, God, why is that exciting for you? Like, I guess, whatever. So we can
oh my.
stop fighting, I guess.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you have your ace of spades, just like, okay, well, nothing else has worked. We weren't able to talk it out. Gifts didn't work. Wash my hair in the shower.
They're
I
like,
mean,
that was such an intimate, beautiful moment. I was like, I guess, whatever. You did a bad job, but whatever. I'm gonna go rewash it.
I would definitely do a terrible job of washing someone's hair. I
Because
would
like you have to dig deep in like the scalp, like I'm
I,
not tender headed. Like I need you to scratch it, I need you to itch it, like get all the dandruff out of there, you know.
so okay, you're not doing jujitsu anymore, which breaks my heart. But when you
For
did,
now, for
when you
now.
for now, right? I love that. Impeccable with your speak. Have you read that book, The Four Agreements?
I know what they are, but I didn't read the book.
Oh my God, you have to read that book. It's like it's that and tribes. I tell everybody, especially like people like us who are community builders, influencers, you got to read Tribes by Seth Godin and The Four Agreements. I'll give you the four agreements really fast for free. All you listeners, this is a little extra value. One, be impeccable with your speech. Two, take nothing personal. Three, assume nothing. And four, always do your best. It'll change your life. It'll change your life. When I first read it, the first two, the assume nothing and don't take anything personal, that was what really spoke to me. But this time around, I just recently reread it. Be impeccable with your speech.
Yeah,
That's like,
yeah.
Ashley, I cannot tell you how much we're careless with our words. I mean,
Oh
you're not.
yeah.
You're not. You're very thoughtful, and I've seen your stuff, and I can tell that you always put a lot of thought. Maybe sometimes you might be thinking, overthinking. You're like
Yeah.
you go into so much depth of like thought in your posts. Like, how do you see your content, your platform? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it that you're like trying to express?
I definitely do think I'm a professional overthinker. Um, it's a lot of stream of consciousness where I'm
Mm-hmm.
just trying to figure out why people behave the way that they do,
Mm,
and as a result, like why I still behave the way that I do.
mm.
Um, I kn- I break rule number three all the time. I always think that everyone secretly hates me. The world is out to get
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like, and sometimes it is true, but like I'm pinning those that on the wrong people, you
Uh,
know?
yeah, yeah.
And I'm trying to understand like when people show you who they are, believe them the first time, but it's like, but am I judging them too quickly?
That's a tough line, right? Because there is some truth into that, but then there is like also always room for grace and
Yeah.
patience, you know?
Yeah.
Because you guys might be doing breaking rule 3 against each other, and and what you're really seeing is each other's assumptions of each other,
Um,
and you're not really even seeing each other. And sometimes it takes time for us to take our mask off and be vulnerable and really let people get to know us and see us.
mhm,
So, you know, I do think sometimes there is some truth, but I think like when it's not a time, it's as you get to know somebody, when you see who they are, that's who they really are. Don't assume that they're
mhm.
going to change. You know, because I do feel I have a good friend, and she's pretty harsh about like she's all about that axe. I feel like, don't you feel like a lot of people really are, myself
God,
included.
unnecessarily.
In 2020, man, I was really like, I don't need anybody. I'm over, because you know what I mean. Like with COVID, it was so divisive that there was just sides, and there was sides
Mhm,
everywhere. I felt really bad about how willing I was to cut people out of my life who've been great people for
mhm.
so long. I don't know. Did you experience any of that, like losing friends, people?
I'm still experiencing that now.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah. Like if you don't agree with 1,000% everything that I say, then you can't be my friend anymore. It's like, what? Like
Right,
we were
right,
fine yesterday. Like, what do
right.
you mean? Like,
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, because we didn't used to. It wasn't like we agreed on everything before.
no, exactly.
I, you know, I think my father used to say, like, if you have like financial issues in a relationship, that'll cause everything in the relationship to seem like it's worse than what it really is. But it's
Yeah.
that financial stress, and I think that the stress of the pandemic is causing us to like feel like, oh man, how could I have ever been friends with them? Because they're great people. You just disagree on these things.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. Who
I
knows?
I think a lot of us are like, I am so sick of hearing this conversation. I hate people. We're ruining the planet. Things are awful, but like also you're a person as well. So you're saying that you hate yourself, and
Right.
then like you like to think that you can live in this log cabin in the woods by yourself for the rest of your life. You think you'd be happy. Well, you were stuck in your house for 6 months by
Yeah.
yourself, and you were miserable.
Right.
What's the
Right.
difference? Like it's cute to think that it's a really nice movie to watch because it's aesthetically beautiful, but like I don't know, like that first week when I wasn't allowed to be around people. I mean, I've always liked people though. I thoroughly enjoyed people. I'm a
Mm.
massive people person. I can go to. This has happened several times before. I can be completely lost in a city, and I can make friends with a stranger.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I believe it. I can tell.
I need to stop doing that though, because I'm gonna get murdered one day. But yeah,
No.
I know.
Or some knocking on wood. No, no,
Yeah,
absolutely not. Yeah, but no, you probably shouldn't just roll up on random people in random cities unless you're with someone else. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I can't just roll up on people. I don't know. I'm super cynical, and I'm like, I go through scenarios when I'm when I'm on the train, I'm like, all right, if this guy attacks from the right, gonna sweep him, inside leg trip, put my knee down, and you know what I mean? So I'm like, I would never just roll up on somebody and be like, hey, how's it going? But if we're in the same room for more than 15 minutes or so, then I'll get to see the casual Brian. The casual Brian. So Leo, tell me
Leo,
how t-
Leo.
the great entrepreneur, leader, Leo. Is it the Leo code? Is that how you say
Yeah,
his thing?
yeah.
I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. I always want to say Leo code, but it's Leo code.
Leo.
Leo code.
Yeah, like like the Leo. I'm not
Ah,
assuming that it's a French, but like I always think French.
okay, okay. So how'd you guys get like hooked up, man? How did you guys get connected?
So initially he wanted me to grapple an event. Um and I
Mm.
did not feel comfortable because I was super beginner and I'm a coward. And so,
No,
so
okay,
I
okay, okay,
said,
okay. I'm gonna stop you. Impeccable with your speech. You maybe you were a coward, but you're definitely not a coward now.
oh, don't let him hear that.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. He'll get you back
He'll
in
have
there.
me in the next event.
Yeah.
But and then he asked me, hey, do you want to do our pre-fight interviews? And I was like, I can do that.
Yeah.
That yeah, I'm totally comfortable with doing that. And then it evolved into me doing the post-fight interviews. And then now it's a consistent thing. Well, once a month I'm there with the boys, hanging with the boys. So
That's
weird. I'm the only girl there and I'm like, hey guys.
that's so awesome though. It's just I love seeing like I love seeing connections, but I love seeing when two good people connect. I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? It's like the universe is like have you read The Alchemist?
No.
I had
I
to have
know
you
these
on.
books, but I haven't read I like fiction stories.
The Alchemist is a fiction. But there's a quote that says when you know what you want, or when you're really going for what you want, the universe conspires. The whole universe conspires to help you get it. And so whenever I see like those kind of connections, like with you and Leo, I feel like, yeah,
And the
keep them
events are
fun.
so fun. It's like
They
I've
are.
never seen a live fight before. So like you would think that it's like something like blood. Well, it is bloody, but like it's not vindictive or evil. No one's like really talking behind each other's back. It's just like a really really fun enjoyable time. Like everyone's laughing with each other, like everyone's like
Yeah.
cheering each other on. There's really no booing. It's just like a room full of violent love.
That's the best way to describe. That's a quote right there. Leo should use that. A
he should
room
he should he
full of
should use that room
violent
full of violent
love.
love.
Violent love. That's like a T-shirt. I might take that. Violent love. Like, ooh, I like that. It's intriguing. Uh, violent love. I'm here for it. I am here for it. So, tell us about Breakup Diaries.
Yes. So you know when like a lot of therapists, life coaches will say, if you're going through a hard time in life, write down your feelings. I
Mm-hmm.
hate writing. I hate
Mm.
it. Um, I was dating this guy for like 3 years, and I said this out loud, impeccable with your word. He is the last one. He is the one. I'm gonna marry him. We're gonna have kids, etc., etc. Um, and things just weren't working out. It's a mixture of both. Um, and one night, we got into a massive fight. It was very Waiting to Exhale, Angela Bassett's character. I didn't
Oh
burn
yeah,
anything. I didn't burn anything.
that's.
I swear I didn't. I swear I didn't burn anything, but I threw all his stuff outside the door. He took the yeah. It was very dramatic. It's
Yes.
I'm an
Okay.
actor. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very dramatic, and then he left, and I was confident that he was going to come back, but he
Mm.
didn't, and I was so embarrassed. I didn't feel like talking to anyone about it, so I picked up my phone and I just talked to myself about how I feel, and I did that every day for like 3 months.
Wow.
Um, yeah, I didn't upload anything. I was just talking to myself. saying,
Mm-hmm.
"How are you feeling today, Ashley? I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling depressed. I'm probably gonna drive off a bridge right now." And so one night for 4th of July, I got super, super intoxicated. And I saw that I was like losing space in my phone. And I was like, let me just upload this to YouTube, but I'll leave them all on private.
Okay.
One of them accidentally was public, and people
Oh,
were super receptive to it. And I was like, oh, why don't I just keep going?
wow.
So I just documented me slowly getting out of my depression. And then it's I went to go visit my old friend. We're not friends anymore. People love cutting people off.
Yeah.
In Orlando, because I was interviewing for Carnival Cruise Lines, and I was like,
Oh,
hey, yeah, yeah. Screw cruises. Um,
yeah. Yeah. I
but
worked
I
on a
was like,
cruise
hey, I'm in
line.
the area. Let's just like hang out and talk on my channel. And she was my
Oh,
first guest. And then ever since then, I was like, oh, let me just invite people on and let's just talk. And then here we are.
wa- wow.
Nothing was intentional, which makes me feel so embarrassed because everyone writes down a plan. Everyone's so strategic, and everything has been accidental for me.
No, but that's. I think that's. I think that's. I don't want to say better. I think it's awesome because I didn't write. I didn't have a plan. I just. I didn't have any. I didn't have any other options. I had to figure something out. That's how I started my company. But life is. Sometimes I feel like there's a flow to life, and sometimes people go against it, thinking that I should be doing this, or I want to do this, or I want to be like this person. You know what I mean? But like life was flowing, and you just kind of went with that flow, and it's taking you to where it's ultimately going to take you. You know, I mean, I definitely think people are responding to your message. I like to read your post. So I don't
I'm
know.
trying my best. Thank you.
You are kicking butt. You People like you, people like Leo, people like my friend Julian, they all keep me inspired to keep going because some days I'm tired. I'm like, I don't want to post anything. I don't want to talk about anything. I can't think of anything funny. I can't think of anything inspiring. And I see you guys consistent. I'm like, no, figure something out. Take a minute, you know,
But you're
consistency.
also managing like 4 different accounts, aren't you?
More. I have like I have like a social media agency which I have like clients for, bigger
Yeah, yeah.
clients, and then I have my own brand which I'm growing at
Mhm.
the same time, and then I have this which is more of like my passion. In an ideal world, if someone gave you $1 million, what would you do? For me, it would be this because I like talking with people. Oh, I think you might be frozen. Oh, there you go. You're back.
Sorry, that was my Wi-Fi fault. Let me
Okay, I
try.
was like, I thought you, I thought you were really displeased with my answer. I
Oh no,
was like, man, she's mean mugging me,
no, oh no.
giving me that Florida all day, every day. So okay, we got a minute left. Tell the people where they can find you. Tell the people anything you want them to check out, and you will definitely be back if you can make time again,
Of
because this
course,
was an
yeah. I
absolute blast.
always make time for you. I think so
Oh,
many people are in the business of wasting people's time, and it's like, yo, I could be eating right now,
right.
but always make time for you. So my YouTube channel is the Breakup Diaries. One of the first things that you're gonna see is why I don't date black men. I don't know why I'm not getting monetized off of that. I'm trying to challenge that right now. But I do date black men though, but it was clickbait. I was young. Forgive me. Um, but yeah, so YouTube, the Breakup Diaries. On Instagram, it is the Aunt of Dragons, plural. But if you just type in the Aunt, I'm one of the first ones who pops up. On the Facebook, I'm Ashley Collins, spelled the normal way. The only black girl, Ashley Collins. Um, Fun fact: Ashley and Brian are dying names. Did you know that?
What? No,
Ashley and Brian are dying names.
I don't believe it.
It's
What?
true. There's a lot of Mileys and a lot of Michaels. Michaels will always be around.
I mean, I've never known a ton of Bryans, but I feel like I feel like I see a lot of Ashleys though.
A
No?
lot of athletes in their 30s and 40s, but not you're not going to see a lot of teenagers.
I don't. I
Yeah.
don't. I don't hang out with too many teenagers.
Me neither. No, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Me neither.
You know what I mean? Not not kicking it with too many teens these days. You know, that's actually not true at all. That's actually not true at all. That's total cap. I was at an anime conference last year, filled to the brim with young teens, and yeah, it was amazing and awkward all at the same time. So no
And
shade.
then on the TikTok, I'm trying to get better. My friend, he's trying to push me to just post my silly stuff over there rather than putting it on my Instagram stories. The Aunt of Dragon, I think it's singular, but like I said, once again, once you type in the Aunt, I'll pop up. I don't have a Twitter. Do you still use Twitter?
Yes, yes, yes. Twitter is
But it's a war right now. It's a war zone over there still, right?
yeah. That's the thing about Twitter. There is no real way to have a positive kind of platform. It's you got to get into conversations. No, that's not true. You can join some conversations if you have something to add, but it's very powerful. It just there's a lot of white noise, if you will. But
Yeah.
I still tweet. I tweet every day, every day. Some days I tweet for like hours.
OMG.
Um, well, it takes a lot of time, you know. I mean, all you're doing is showing up. It's like that what is it? What is Gary's plan where you leave comments on people's hashtag? It's like buck
I know what you're
20.
saying.
Yeah. It's that same approach. You just do that on Twitter and eventually people will start, oh, that's the same guy who commented on here and he commented there or,
See,
so
I
on.
do that on YouTube.
Yeah, well, YouTube is tough. That's why
So
I leaned into Instagram because I felt like Instagram had it was more about the consistency. Also, I figured out the hashtag strategy before people really had put it all the way together, and then companies started offering AI. But Instagram was just like more pick up your phone and go. But
mhm.
with YouTube, man, nowadays it's like you're looking at like full on productions, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it's from the thumbnail, which is less important now because they have that preview, which is great, man. I am so happy they did that. But yeah, YouTube is great, and that comment it works, but you have to do a lot of it.
You get to do a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it does.
Reply to everything.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Get a reply to everything. Then you got to get into videos that are similar. Leave a meaningful comment. If someone responds to that, then you got to respond to that, and it can just be a lot. So I don't have the I don't currently have the bandwidth to manage even the comments that I have on just my casual brand pages. So, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. But Ashley, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is one of my most favorite podcasts and streams. You got to come back. If you don't, I will never forgive you.
Okay. This was so fun. I've never done this before. Thank you.
Hey, I'm telling you, please come back.
I
We got to have you back. Oh, I'm the casual jazzer today. I didn't change that. I did a recording. You got to do it with the
I
jazzer.
thought you did that on purpose.
No,
I thought
no, your boys. This coffee ain't giving what it's supposed to have gave. Still half awake. All right. All right. Have a great day. And thank you, everybody who listened. Thank you, everyone who checked out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. Wherever you're watching, do what's appropriate, whether it's subscribe, follow, you know what to do, and do what you need to do. And until tomorrow, stay casual. Thanks again, Ashley.
Thank you. Ciao.